like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
All right, let's dive into something kind of special.
Yeah.
The NHL Winter Classic at Wrigley Field.
Right.
It's not just another hockey game. This one's happening on New Year's Eve.
Wow.
It's going to be the first ever Winter Classic to ring in the new year.
Oh, wow.
And get this, it's all going down at the legendary Wrigley Field.
Nice.
We've got this awesome article from NHL.com about all the prep work.
Yeah.
And you're not going to believe this. They're already hard at work.
Oh,
Turning this iconic baseball field into a winter wonderland.
yeah. That's incredible to think about, like how they're sort of blending the old and the new, like Wrigley steeped in baseball history.
Right.
Embracing this like modern hockey tradition.
And the article talks about how they're actually building the ice like right now,
Yeah.
layer by layer. It's
Yeah.
going to be almost 2 inches thick by game time.
Wow.
It's wild to think about all those hockey giants skating above the same ground.
Yeah.
Where baseball legends have played for over a century.
Yeah. It's really a testament to how the NHL has mastered these outdoor games.
Right.
I mean, they've come a long way from those early Winter Classics.
Yeah.
Where it felt like they were figuring things out as they went along.
Yeah.
Now it's this like incredible blend of tradition and innovation,
I know.
creating this spectacle that appeals to like diehard fans,
Yeah.
but casual viewers too.
And they are not skimping on the details for this one.
I know.
They're bringing in huge video boards
Okay.
so everyone can catch all the action and the festivities.
Right.
And just wait till you hear about the party they're planning.
Wow.
They're setting up a whole dance floor on the field for a massive New Year's Eve bash. Hosted by Chicago's own DJ Oreo.
Seriously.
Can you imagine ringing in 2025 right there on the field at Wrigley?
That's pretty unprecedented.
Yeah.
I mean, has there ever been a New Year's Eve celebration quite like this before?
I know, it's crazy, right?
They're taking the excitement of a rivalry game and like amplifying it with the energy of New Year's Eve. Plus, they're really leaning into Chicago's identity,
Oh,
which is always a hit with the fans.
And speaking of Chicago, get this.
Yeah.
They're doing a new spin on Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Oh.
Just like they did back in 2009 when Ryan Sandberg and those Blackhawks legends led the crowd.
Right.
You're not a true Chicago fan if that doesn't give you chills.
Yeah, I get it.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more.
They've got a killer lineup of Chicago-born talent.
Okay.
The Smashing Pumpkins are performing during pregame and player introductions.
Wow.
And then Chance the Rapper is taking the stage for the first intermission.
That's awesome.
It's like they've curated a concert experience around the game itself.
I love that.
It's going to be epic.
Yeah.
And remember, during the second intermission,
Yeah.
they're honoring the top Blackhawks and Blues players from the last 25 years.
Wow.
Talk about a walk down memory lane.
I know.
Think of all those unforgettable moments.
Yeah.
Legendary players they'll be celebrating. I'm already getting hyped up just thinking about it.
And speaking of unforgettable moments, the ceremonial puck drop is going to be a sight to see.
Oh, yeah.
They've got Chris Chelios, Denis Savard, and Jeremy Roenick,
Wow.
all Hall of Famers,
Oh, my goodness.
taking the ice.
Okay, I'm officially jealous of anyone who's snagged tickets to this thing.
Yeah.
But we can't forget the wild card in all of this.
What's that?
The weather.
Right.
Outdoor games always have that element of unpredictability.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the forecast is looking pretty decent so far.
Oh.
They're calling for cloudy skies with a chance of rain or snow and a high of 41 degrees.
That's not bad.
Which is pretty mild compared to some of the other Winter Classics we've seen.
Right?
Remember that snow globe game in Pittsburgh back in 2011?
Oh, yeah. That was crazy.
I was secretly hoping for a bit more of that winter magic. But hey, at least we won't have to worry about freezing our butts off.
Right. Exactly.
So we've covered the transformation of Wrigley Field, the epic New Year's Eve bash, and
Right.
the Chicago-centric entertainment.
Yeah.
But what makes an outdoor game truly special,
Yeah.
you know, beyond the spectacle?
Yeah. That's a great question.
What do you think it is that draws people in
Mm.
and makes them want to be part of it?
Well, I think it comes down to a few key things
Okay.
that really resonate with fans.
Okay.
First, I think it taps into that sense of nostalgia,
Okay.
reminding us of hockey's roots.
Okay.
You know, those simpler times
Yeah.
when kids played on frozen ponds and outdoor rinks?
Yeah.
It's like taking the game back to its purest form.
I love that. Who else?
The outdoor setting
Yeah.
creates a unique visual spectacle.
Yeah.
Imagine being surrounded by the iconic architecture of Wrigley Field
Yeah.
under the open sky
Ah.
with the crisp winter air.
I know.
It's a sensory experience.
It is.
Unlike anything you get in an indoor arena.
You're totally right. It's like a whole different dimension of hockey.
And then there's the camaraderie. You're bundled up with thousands of other fans, united by this shared passion for hockey.
I know.
It creates this incredible sense of community.
Yeah.
Of like braving the elements together.
Yeah. Okay, you're making me wish I was there right now.
Uh-huh.
But that brings up another interesting point.
Okay.
These games aren't just for diehard fans, are they?
No, not at all.
Okay.
The spectacle and the excitement.
Yeah.
Drawing people who might not typically follow hockey.
Right.
Exposing them to the sport in a whole new way.
Yeah.
It's like a gateway for new fans.
And let's be real. These outdoor games are a huge business for the NHL, right?
Absolutely.
They generate tons of revenue through ticket sales, merchandise, TV viewership,
Yep.
and sponsorships.
It's a win-win for everyone involved.
Absolutely, but it goes beyond just the financial gains, right? These events generate so much buzz and create lasting memories.
Yeah.
They strengthen the bond between the NHL and its fans.
Totally.
And help build brand loyalty.
Yeah. It's like they're investing in the future of hockey.
Exactly. And the ripple effects extend to the local economies as well.
Oh, of course.
Hotels, restaurants, transportation, all benefit from the influx of visitors drawn to these events.
It's like a mini economic boom.
Yeah.
Centered around a hockey game.
Okay, I'm sold.
Uh-huh.
This Winter Classic at Wrigley Field has it all.
It does.
But what do you think about the historical significance of these games? They seem to connect the past, present, and future of hockey in a really cool way.
You're right. They pay homage to the rich history of the sport.
Yeah.
While also creating new traditions for future generations to enjoy.
I love that. So we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive.
Yeah, we have.
The transformation of Wrigley Field, the New Year's Eve party, the entertainment, and the unique appeal of outdoor games.
Yeah.
But there's still so much to unpack, so stick with us as we delve into even more intriguing details about this epic event.
Sounds good. You know, picking Wrigley Field as the venue adds another layer of intrigue to this whole thing. I mean, it's not just any old ballpark. It's a place steeped in history and tradition.
I know.
Where legends have been made.
Right.
And memories have been etched into the very fabric of the stands.
You're so right. I bet there are some diehard Cubs fans out there.
Oh, yeah.
Who never thought they'd see hockey played on their hallowed ground.
I know.
It's almost like these two iconic worlds, baseball and hockey, are colliding in this grand celebration of sports and entertainment.
Yeah, it speaks to the power of sports to transcend boundaries.
Right.
And bring people together in unexpected ways.
Totally.
And think about the global reach of this event.
Oh, yeah.
Millions of people around the world will be tuning in to witness this spectacle.
Yeah.
Drawn in by the allure of Wrigley Field and the excitement of a Winter Classic.
It's mind-boggling when you consider how the Winter Classic has evolved.
No.
From a relatively small event to this global phenomenon.
Right.
But let's shift gears for a moment and talk about those player tributes during the second intermission.
Okay.
Honoring the top Blackhawks and Blues players from the past 25 years is going to be incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine the roar of the crowd when those legends take the ice?
It was going to be a trip down memory lane for a lot of fans.
I know.
Reliving those iconic moments.
Yeah.
The game-winning goals, the breathtaking saves.
Those highlights will definitely bring back some serious nostalgia.
For sure.
I wonder if they'll show that time Chelios scored the game winner in overtime.
Oh, yeah.
Against the Blues back in '96.
Yeah?
Do you remember that one?
How could I forget?
I know, right?
It was an absolute classic.
It was.
And for younger fans, these tributes are an opportunity to learn about the players who paved the way for the current generation of stars.
It's like passing the torch.
Yeah.
Connecting the past, present, and future of the sport in this really cool way.
I agree.
I love that they're incorporating this element into the Winter Classic.
Yeah.
It adds a whole other layer of meaning to the event.
It does.
And it's not just about the players, right?
Right.
It's also a chance to appreciate all those people behind the scenes, the coaches, the trainers, the equipment managers, everyone who works tirelessly to make these moments possible.
Yeah, it's a true testament to the collective effort and passion of everyone involved in these organizations.
This Winter Classic is shaping up to be something truly special.
Yeah.
The buzz is undeniable. I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
Right.
But there's always that one nagging question in the back of my mind.
Oh, yeah.
What if Mother Nature decides to throw a curveball?
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen some pretty wild weather during past outdoor games.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Remember the snow globe effect at the 2011 Winter Classic in Pittsburgh? Or that blinding fog that descended upon Lake Tahoe for the 2021 game?
Oh.
Those were some challenging conditions for the players.
Totally. And while those games were visually stunning in their own way,
right,
a part of me always worries about the weather impacting the quality of play.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the forecast for Wrigley Field is looking relatively tame.
Yeah.
Cloudy with a chance of rain or snow, high of 41 degrees.
Yeah, that's practically balmy compared to some of those other games.
Oh, no, right.
It seems like we're in for a classic winter day.
Yeah.
Perfect for an outdoor hockey game.
Totally.
Although I have to admit,
yeah,
a little bit of snow flurries wouldn't hurt the atmosphere, would it?
Now that you mention it, a few snowflakes falling during the game would definitely add to the magic.
Right.
And speaking of magic, let's circle back to that entertainment lineup.
Okay.
The Smashing Pumpkins and Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Those are some heavy hitters in the Chicago music scene.
The NHL really knocked it out of the park with this one.
I know.
It's a fantastic way to showcase local talent and infuse the event with a distinct Chicago flavor.
I can already picture the crowd singing along to Tonight during the player introductions.
Yeah.
That's going to be electrifying.
For sure.
And then having Chance the Rapper perform during the first intermission.
Yeah.
It's going to feel like a massive party right there on the ice.
They've created this concert experience.
I know.
That seamlessly blends with the excitement of the game itself.
I know, it's awesome.
The music is going to reverberate through the stadium, creating an unforgettable soundtrack for the night.
It's going to be like this incredible fusion of hockey and music, capturing the energy and spirit of Chicago.
It is.
I'm seriously impressed with how the NHL has approached the entertainment for this event.
Yeah.
They clearly understand that it's about creating a holistic fan experience, going beyond just the game itself.
Exactly. It's about crafting those memories, those shared moments of joy and excitement that will stay with fans long after the final buzzer.
They're creating an event that people will be talking about for years to come.
Yeah.
And this Winter Classic at Wrigley Field is definitely shaping up to be one for the books.
For sure.
But you know what's really got me thinking?
What's that?
It's the impact these outdoor games have had on hockey fandom as a whole.
That's an interesting point. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it seems like these games have broadened the appeal of hockey.
Okay.
Attracting fans who might not typically follow the sport.
I think you're right. They've created these accessible and exciting entry points that pique people's curiosity and introduce them to the beauty and intensity of hockey. It's like they're showcasing the sport on a grand stage, capturing the attention of a wider audience.
And for die-hard hockey enthusiasts like us, these games reignite our passion, reminding us of why we fell in love with the sport in the first place.
It's like a shot of adrenaline straight to the heart of hockey fandom.
You know, let's not shy away from the business side of things either. These outdoor games are massive revenue generators for the NHL.
Oh, absolutely. They drive ticket sales, merchandise sales, television viewership, sponsorships. It's a win-win for the league, the teams, and the host cities.
And it goes beyond just the immediate financial gains, right?
Right.
These events generate so much buzz and create lasting memories, strengthening the bond between the NHL and its fans.
It's about building brand loyalty, expanding the reach of the sport,
and
creating a legacy that extends far beyond the game itself.
It's like they're investing in the future of hockey.
Totally.
Nurturing the next generation of fans. And ensuring the continued growth and prosperity of the sport.
I agree.
And let's not forget the ripple effects on the local economy. Hotels, restaurants, transportation, all benefit from the influx of visitors drawn to these events.
It's like a mini economic boom centered around a hockey game.
Talk about a power play for the host city.
Exactly.
All right, so we've talked about the historical significance of Wrigley Field, the impact of these games on hockey fandom, and the business side of things. But at the end of the day, it all comes back to that core question. What makes an outdoor hockey game truly special?
For me, it's that unique blend of nostalgia, spectacle, and camaraderie.
I agree. It's like stepping back in time while simultaneously experiencing the sport in a whole new way. You know, it's funny. We've been talking about this whole event. And I haven't even mentioned the actual game yet.
Right.
We've got the Blackhawks facing off against their rivals.
Yeah.
The St. Louis Blues.
Of course.
It's going to be an intense matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with that outdoor backdrop and all those legendary players watching from the stands.
The Blues and Blackhawks always bring a certain level of intensity to their games.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And playing outdoors in a venue like Wrigley Field just amplifies everything.
It really does.
It's going to be a battle for bragging rights.
Yeah.
A chance to create a memory that will last a lifetime for both the players and the fans.
You know, thinking about the rivalry and the historical context of this game, it makes you realize that these outdoor games aren't just standalone events.
Right.
They're woven into the fabric of hockey history.
Yeah.
Adding new chapters to the story of the sport.
Each game has its own unique narrative.
Yeah.
Its own set of moments that become part of hockey lore.
Right.
And this one, with its New Year's Eve setting, legendary venue, and the clash of rivals, has the potential to become one of the most memorable chapters yet.
You're right. It's almost like we're witnessing history in the making.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the game itself, right?
Right.
It's about the entire experience.
Of course.
The atmosphere, the camaraderie, the shared passion for hockey, the feeling of being part of something bigger than yourself.
Exactly. And that's what makes these outdoor games so special.
Yeah.
They transcend the sport itself.
I agree.
Becoming cultural events that bring people together from all walks of life.
I think you hit the nail on the head. It's that sense of community, that shared experience that elevates these games beyond just another competition.
Yeah.
It's about celebrating hockey, celebrating tradition, and creating memories that will last a lifetime.
And that's something we can all appreciate.
Right.
Whether we're diehard fans or just casual observers.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the NHL Winter Classic at Wrigley Field, I want to leave you with a thought. Considering everything we've discussed.
All right.
The unique date, the historical venue, the entertainment, the rivalry.
Yeah.
Do you think this Winter Classic has the potential to be the most memorable one yet?
That is the question, isn't it?
And what elements do you think contribute most to making an outdoor hockey game truly special? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until then, keep exploring.
Yeah.
Keep learning.
Keep learning.
And as always, happy deep diving.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're Bobby doll.